Living in an abandoned place for over 600 years, one must be wary and realize that they might be sharing the space with jinn. But are jinn the only inhabitants of such places? What about dark and lower entities? The story of Wilayat Mahal is one of the most famous examples that led some to believe that jinn share abandoned places with humans. Here is her story. In 1975, an old, strange-looking woman appeared on the streets of New Delhi. She roamed the railway station, claiming to be a descendant of an ancient royal family who had returned to reclaim her rightful properties. Citizens and the government initially dismissed her claims, letting her ramble for a decade, hoping she would stop. However, Wilayat Mahal did not give up. She continued to demand her rights to her land and properties. Investigations revealed that Wilayat Mahal was indeed the granddaughter of Wajid Ali Shah, the last ruler of India. He owned vast properties across India, which had subsequently been taken over by the government, making it impossible to return everything to Wilayat Mahal. After much deliberation, the government decided to offer her a large place to live as a temporary compensation until a more satisfactory solution could be found. By 1985, Wilayat Mahal, along with her son and daughter, was granted the Malcha Mahal, a palace on the outskirts of New Delhi that had not been inhabited for over 600 years. Built in the 1600s, Malcha Mahal was once a bustling cultural and social center frequented by locals. However, during British rule, the place was forcibly evacuated. Many who resisted were killed and buried in mass graves within the premises. For 600 years, the blood of these people remained inside, and Malcha Mahal stood abandoned. Wilayat Mahal moved into the place with her children, without any servants, water, electricity, or means of communication with the outside world. She was extremely hostile, refusing anyone's approach. After some time, people noticed 12 large dogs appearing out of nowhere, attacking anyone who came near. This kept people at bay. Wilayat Mahal and her children remained inside until 2008, when strange noises and fires were reported from within the palace. The dogs started disappearing one by one until only Wilayat Mahal's body was found outside. She had committed suicide. No one knew how Wilayat Mahal, her daughter, and son managed to live, leading many to believe they had a hidden treasure. Her grave was dug up after her death, causing her children to burn her body inside the house. A year later, the daughter died, and her body was only discovered when her brother placed it outside. The house remained quiet for a while, but soon, eerie sounds and the barking of dogs returned. Explorers who visited reported seeing shadowy figures with elongated limbs resembling both animals and humans emerging from the palace after sunset. Malcha Mahal is now considered one of the most haunted locations globally, attracting visitors keen to explore its ghostly reputation.